Hey, Michael with XForcePC. I'm not going to be in this video per se because I don't need to be. So anyway, you're going to be looking at my stomach most of the time. What I want to talk about is the cases that come with the RTX system. The one in the overview video is this case here. But there are some cases, no pun intended, where we will not use this case, we'll actually use this one. So if you opt to go with the highest end processor and a higher end graphics card, you don't go with the base system, maybe you go with the 5 gigahertz processor, then we'll probably step you up to this case. And let me explain why briefly. Well, first of all, these are made by the same company, similar design. They both have vents here and down here. They are overall shaped in a similar manner, but the one on the right here is a little bit larger. So let me tip them down so that the front of the case is facing downward, and we'll see more of the difference here. So overall in the case we normally use, we have one fan ventilation here in the top. What we gain by this one over here is we have a larger opening and we can put 2 fans in the top. And so when you go with like a 2080 Ti and you go with the 8-core 9900K, if we feel like the hardware we're putting in can't be adequately cooled in this little bit smaller form factor case, it's not a small form factor, by the way, I probably shouldn't use that term. This is still a full-size ATX motherboard case. But we'll go with this one if we feel like we need the extra ventilation. It'll help make things cooler and quieter and just a better overall experience. Otherwise, they are very similar cases. You see we have the power buttons here in the front. We have the 2 front USBs. We have the headphone, microphone jack, basically in the same location. So these are very similar cases. It's just the one on the right is slightly scaled up. This is the 300 model, this is the 400 model, and that's just their model number nomenclature. It doesn't really refer, as far as I know, to any kind of specific size or anything like that. But anyway, we didn't want to throw you a curveball and have you expecting this case and then you get this case. But again, if you upgrade your system and put higher end hardware than what is sort of the norm, 2080 Ti, 9900K, then we're probably going to go with this little bit bigger case to give a little bit more ventilation and quietness.